Hey guys, it's Brad. Gonna work on a chart for Footloose. Song's pretty straightforward. Chord-wise, there's only three chords to worry about. Um, F, G, and C. I guess four if you count. Yeah, so four chords. But pretty straightforward song. You probably heard it before. It was remade recently, I guess, by Blake Shelton. I charted this song from the video that they had online for this. Um, I think the intro for the video is probably longer than what we need to do. If you look at the chart, the first line is just the intro, and it's just drums. It's kind of a synth drum, and I just notated the bass drum pulse. It's doom 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 doom. So, and the notation there, if you see a slash in the middle of a measure, it just means repeat the thing you did in the previous measure. And so like at the end of that first line, you see a dot, four slashes and a dot. That means repeat the last four measures as a unit. And then again, that last measure in the top line means do the same thing again. So that's just 12 measures of synth pulse. And then the actual intro, as I've heard it, starts on the second line where you have this kind of Bo Diddley doon 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 doon. It's just bass there pulsing on the G. I didn't write the note there. Sorry, it should be a G. And the snare is just a straight doon 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 doon. Snare on 2 and 4 like a normal 4/4 beat. And so four measures of that, and then the guitar comes in with the figure that so that's kind of the trademark lick for this song. And so there's 8 measures of that. Now in that beginning part, there's like a little keyboard. It's a CG kind of thing that's up kind of high. In the old Kenny Loggins recording, it sounded very 80s. But there's a little bit of that still in the background. I didn't really chart any of that because there's not just a ton of keyboards in this song, but there are a few places where they use it for color. So Brandon, knock yourself out. The verse is really easy. It's just there's a hit on a G chord, and I've written that with an accent and then staccato, and then it just rests until the end of the next measure. So it's been working so hard, C, G, I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. Then we get to the C chord, and we just hold it out for 4 measures and just let it ring out. And then we come in with the G chord, and those slash marks at the top of that measure mean we're just going to that's a full band. Everybody's playing. And then the big long C chord again is written as 2 tied whole notes. We hold that out for 8 counts, and then the A over C sharp. It will if you don't even try. Then we get to the D chord, and we're holding out basically whole notes on that D chord with no third. And then Covey, you're walking up the bass, D, E, F natural, F sharp. And then D over F sharp, we hit and then cut it off, and that's the little hit before the chorus. So now I gotta cut loose. Then we come in with the chorus, and that's everybody going, full strumming and everything. Repeat that same 4 measures 2 more times, and that's notated in the chart. And then the second line of the chorus, then half note on F and C. Everybody cut foot, and then right back to the 4 measure. 4 measures of that, and then we repeat the verse and the chorus just like it's written in the chart. Now the only exception there is in the third line of the verse. You'll see those 2 brackets, and it says first verse only. So in the first verse, you have the 4 measures of C. They do 4 measures on that G there between. Anyway, in the second verse, they don't include the second 2 measures of G. So we'll just jump from those 2 G chords on the third line of the verse straight over to the C that's held out. You'll hear it on the recording, but anyway, the second time through the chorus, everybody cut foot, and then right there we jump to the breakdown where we hit the G chord and then we're out, and it's just drums, and it's the cut foot loose, whoa, cut foot loose, whoa, and then so got 8 measures of that, and then we go to the bridge. You got to turn me around. And so we're just hitting the G chord, waiting 2 measures, hitting it again, feet on the ground. Now, whatever they're saying next, I'm not sure. And then we go to 8 measures of D whole notes, basically. And we're singing, we're just holding this D steady, dum, but then we're singing kind of like in Twist and Shout when we start building the chord. And they kind of go crazy to a 9, and then another third on top of that. Then we hit that last D and measure in the 8th measure of the bridge there. I'm turning it loose. So we hit that D chord and we cut it off, and we go at the end to the final choruses. The only difference there is we do the chorus twice. And then the first time through we hit that G chord. So we hit that last D, sorry, at the end of the bridge. I'm turning it loose. So we kind of hold for 2 counts of rest, and then we're right back into the regular chorus like before. Dun, 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 dun. Hold me off of my knees, Jack, get back, come on before we. Here's where we repeat the chorus. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody talk loose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. So that's where we repeat the chorus, and then you'll notice the bottom 2 lines of the final chorus is the second time through. The ending's a little bit different, and watch the hits are really important here. So I tried to notate them exactly. So the second ending of the final choruses goes lose your blues. Now I made a mistake on the chart, so I got to tell you, second to the last line of the chart. You see the number 2 and the little bracket, and you'll see a G measure just by a G chord and a measure by itself. Scratch that measure out. That shouldn't be there. Sorry about that. So you'll go from the G in the line above, the G chord, and then a C on beat 4. You'll jump to the second measure of that second ending. So this is the way the final bit of the chorus goes, starting from the first chord on the 3rd line from the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. Then we hit the everybody cut, everybody cut. Repeat those 2 measures. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. And did I count that right? Sorry. So those little upside down hats are whole rests. So 4 counts of nothing. Let's see. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. That's terrible, but it's written there, and that's the way it should be played. It is notated right. I just can't play it right. It's late, and I should be not doing this now. But all right. So again, I'll do that last bit. Everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody. Da 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 da. That's how it ends, but it's all written there. And I have that the 3rd measure from the end. I just have 8th, 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 quarter, quarter. Snare drum just hits that. And anyway, hope that'll be enough to get us through it. Should be a fun song if we can just get all the hits right. See you later.